So first problem on photoelectric emission. So for a metal, the maximum wavelength required for photoelectric emission is 210 nanometers he has given. So first he has given maximum wavelength, means he has given threshold wavelength, that is lambda naught. Lambda naught is 210 nanometer. He has asked to find work function. You are required to find work function, that is phi naught you are required to find. Next, in the second part, if the radiation of wavelength 150 nanometer falls on the surface, so he has given wavelength of incident photon, that is 150 nanometer. Find, falls on the surface, find maximum kinetic energy. So you are required to find Ke max. So in 3 steps we will find all the values what he has asked. So first he has given lambda naught, you are required to find work function. So first work function phi naught is equal to, he has given lambda naught hc by lambda naught. So substitute the values. H Planck's constant, c is the speed of light. So if you substitute the value 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34, then speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by lambda naught. Lambda naught is 210 nanometer, so that is 210 into 10 raised to minus 9. So now using calculator you simplify this. So if I multiply these two, you will get 19.875 into 10 raised to minus 26 divided by 210 into 10 raised to minus 9. So if you divide this using a calculator, you will be having answer 0.0946 into 10 raised to. If you take this minus 9 to the numerator, it will become plus 9. So 26 in minus 26, if you remove 9, it will be minus 17 units is joule. So work function is 0.0946 into 10 raised to minus 17 joules. Now in the second step, he has asked kinetic energy. But before that, we are required to find the energy of incident photon using lambda. So in second step, energy of incident photon. So that is E is equal to hc by lambda. So same steps you use, you will get the value of energy of incident photon. So if I substitute H again 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34, speed of light 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by lambda. Lambda is how much he has given? 150 nanometer. So nano means 10 raised to minus 9. So again use a calculator and simplify. So if I multiply numerator, I will have 19.875 into 10 raised to minus 26 divided by 150 into 10 raised to minus 9. So again you divide this using calculator. 19.875 divided by 150. You will have 0.1325 into 10 raised to, if you take again 9 to the numerator, you will have minus 17 joules. So this is energy of incident photon. Now in third step, we will calculate the maximum kinetic energy. So using Einstein's equation, we will find the kinetic energy. So from Einstein's equation, third, that is maximum kinetic energy, that is Ke max. So from Einstein's equation, Ke max is equal to E minus phi naught. That is energy of incident photon minus work function. So if I substitute, so I will have Ke max is equal to 0.1325 into 10 raised to minus 17 minus 0.0946 into 10 raised to minus 17. So subtract, you will have the answer. So if I subtract, I will get 0.0379 into 10 raised to minus 17 joules. So this is maximum. So now we will see second one. So you are required to calculate maximum velocity of photoelectrons. Means you are required to find Ke max emitted when light of frequency 3 into 10 raised to 12 hertz is incident. Means he has given frequency of incident light, that is nu he has given 3 into 10 raised to 12 hertz. Incident on a metal surface of threshold frequency. So he has given threshold frequency, means nu naught he has given 2 into 10 raised to 12 hertz. You are required to find maximum velocity of photoelectrons emitted. That is Vmax you are required to find. So again first we will find energy of incident photon, work function, kinetic energy, and then velocity. So first nu he has given, so I will find energy of incident photon, energy of incident photon. So that is given by E is equal to h nu. Nu he has given, h Planck's constant value you are knowing, else he will give it in question paper. So E is equal to 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 into frequency is 3 into 10 raised to 12 hertz. So now multiply these two. So if you multiply, you will get 19.875 into 10 raised to minus 34 plus 12 will be minus 22. Units is joule. So 19.875 into 10 raised to minus 22. In second step, I will find work function using same formula, that is second work function. Work function. So phi naught is equal to h nu naught. So h is 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. Nu naught threshold frequency is 2 into 10 raised to 12. So 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 into nu naught is 2 into 10 raised to 12. So if I multiply these two, 6.625 into 2, if you multiply you will get 13.25. So 13.25 into 10 raised to minus 22 joules. This is second step. Now third, to find Vmax, I need maximum kinetic energy. So again from Einstein's equation I will be using. So from Einstein's equation, K max is equal to E minus phi naught. E minus phi naught. So E here you have found, phi naught there, I have substitute this. So you will have 19.875 into 10 raised to minus 22 minus 13.25 into 10 raised to minus 22. So students again use calculator and subtract this. So if you subtract, you will be having 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 22 joules. So now you are having the kinetic energy. So now use the formula of kinetic energy, you will be able to get the maximum velocity of photoelectrons. So in fourth step, so I will use formula of kinetic energy, that is half mv square. So from that we will get maximum velocity. So fourth Vmax we are required to find. So K max is equal to half m v square, where v is maximum velocity of electrons, m is mass of electron he has given. So K max we have found out. So you will have V max square is equal to 2 into Ke max divided by m. Correct, students? So I have taken 2 to the LHS, 2 into Ke divided by mass m, I have taken it to the denominator. So now I will substitute these values. So you will have 2 into 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 22 divided by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. So in the numerator, if I multiply these two, 6.625 into 2 divided by 9.1. So if I simplify this, I will be getting answer 1.456 into 10 raised to. If I take this minus 31 to the numerator, it becomes plus 31 minus 22 is equal to 9. Now, you are required to take root, but while taking square root, always remember that power of 10 should be even number. Now here power is 9, it should be even number. Either you make it as 10 or 10 raised to 8. So 1 0 I will multiply to this. So I will have Vmax square is equal to, if I multiply 110 to this, it will be 14.56 into 10 raised to 8. So always remember that while taking square root, this power of 10, this should be always a even number. It should be always a even number. Now taking the square root, you will have Vmax is equal to root of 14.56 into 10 raised to 8. So again use calculator and find the square root of this. So 14.56 square root will be 3.815 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. So velocity of photoelectrons is 3.815 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. Clear, students? Next we will go for the third problem. So third problem. So this problem has appeared in March 2018. So this problem has asked in March 2018. So what he says, light of frequency 8.41 into 10 raised to 14 hertz is incident on a metal surface. Means he has given frequency 8.41 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. Electrons with their maximum speed of 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 meter per second are ejected from the surface. Means he has given maximum speed. So he has given Vmax. So Vmax is 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 meter per second. He has asked us to find threshold frequency, means you are required to find nu naught, and work function in electron volt. He has asked us to find work function in electron volt. Now again we will follow the same steps in which we have solved last two problems. So if you see here given, first he has given frequency. So means from frequency you can find energy of incident photon, means E you are able to find. Vmax he has given, means you will get Ke max. So E you are knowing, Ke you are knowing, you can find phi naught. Once you get phi naught, you can find nu naught. We will start. So first, energy of incident photon. So energy of incident photon. Incident photon. So he has given nu. So therefore, E is equal to h nu. Substitute the values. 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 into frequency is 8.41 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. So again you use a calculator and multiply these two. So if you multiply, you will get 55.71 into 10 raised to minus 20 joules. 55.71 into 10 raised to minus 20 joules, that is E. You have got. Now, using Vmax, we will find Ke max, that is maximum kinetic energy. So, in second step, maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons. So Ke max is equal to half mv square, where V is maximum. So Vmax he has given. He will be giving m also here. Because of space shortness, I have not written m. So m in last problem we have used. So if I substitute Ke max, half, mass is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 and Vmax is 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 bracket square. So first I will square this, then I will multiply all the terms. So I will have half 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 into 7.5 square, you can use calculator, 56.25 into 10 raised to 10. So now use calculator, multiply these two and divide by 2. So you will be having 9.1 into 56.25 divided by 2. You will get 255.9 into 10 raised to minus 21. So minus 31 plus 10 will be minus 21. Now in energy, I have got power minus 20. So I will make this also as minus 20. So 1 point I will shift to the left. So you will have 25.59 into 10 raised to minus 20 joules. So now I have got E, I have got Ke max. So by Einstein's equation I can calculate, that is work function. So using Einstein's equation I can calculate work function. So just I will be writing this value over here. So E is 55.71. So by Einstein's equation, so now I will calculate a work function. So third work function we will find. Work function. So by Einstein's equation, E is equal to phi naught plus Ke max. So now I need work function, so phi naught will be equal to E minus Ke max. So I will substitute the value. E is 55.71 into 10 raised to minus 20 minus kinetic energy 25.59 into 10 raised to minus 20. So if I subtract, again use calculator and subtract this. If you subtract, you will be having 30.12 into 10 raised to minus 20. Units is joules. So he has asked in electron volt. So what I will do? So 1 point again I will shift, I will make it as minus 19, means it will be easy to simplify. So if I shift 1 point to the left, 3.012 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. Now I will convert this into electron volt. So to convert from joule to electron volt, you are required to divide the value by charge of electron. So work function in electron volt. So in electron volt, phi naught will be equal to 3.012 into 10 raised to minus 19. Divide that by charge of electron, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So now if you divide this, again use calculator students, if you divide, you will get 1.8825 electron volt. So work function in electron volt is 1.8825 in electron volt. Now he has even asked us to calculate threshold frequency. So now we will calculate threshold frequency. So to calculate threshold frequency, you are required to use work function in joules. SI unit is joule, so you are required to use it in joule. So now we will find threshold frequency. Threshold frequency. So by formula of phi naught is equal to h nu naught. So nu naught will be equal to phi naught divided by h. But here phi naught should be in SI unit, not in electron volt, and h value you are knowing. So if I take 3.012 into 10 raised to minus 19 divided by 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. Again you should remember that phi naught should be in joules. So again using calculator, if I divide that, I will be getting value 4.546 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. So 4.546 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. Clear students? So next problem. This has appeared in July 2014. So the work function of cesium metal is 2.14 electron volt. So first he has given work function in electron volt, he has given 2.14. So when a light of frequency 6 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. So he has given frequency of incident light. So frequency of incident light is nu. This is 6 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. Incident on surface photo emission of electrons occurs, he says. Find energy of incident photon E, maximum kinetic energy, that is Ke max, you are required to find. Now easily you can find students E value, so you can start with me. So which formula you will be using to find incident energy of incident photon? So first energy of incident photon. So E is equal to SH nu. So now again substitute the values. So H you might be remembering now, 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. frequency of incident light 6 into 10 raised to 14. So if you multiply both, so use calculator and simplify, you will get 39.75 into 10 raised to minus 20. Minus 34 plus 14 will be minus 20. So as this is in electron volt, so I will shift 1 point, I will make it as minus 19. So 3.975 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. 3.975 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. So you have found out the value of E. So he has not asked to find it in electron volt. So even if you keep it in joules, it's correct. If you want, you convert it into electron volt. Now, we are required to find kinetic energy. So before that, I will convert this work function to joules. So in second step, work function I will take work function phi naught. So he has given in electron volt. To convert it into joules, you are required to multiply by E value. So 2.14 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So multiply, you will get it in joules, use a calculator. So you will get 3.424 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. Now final step, again use Einstein's equation to find kinetic energy. So in third step, Ke max, that is maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons. Maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons. So K max is equal to E minus phi naught. E minus phi naught. So E is 3.975 into 10 raised to minus 19 minus work function in joules is 3.424 into 10 raised to minus 19. So subtract, you will have the answer. So using calculator, if I subtract, I will be having maximum kinetic energy, that is 0.551 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. 10 raised to minus 19 joules. So he has asked energy of incident photon and maximum kinetic energy. Now suppose if he had asked maximum velocity, you can find out from this. So if he had asked V max, so V max also you can find. So using half mv square. Clear, students? So then we will go for the next problem. So next problem, a photon of frequency 1.5 into 10 raised to 15 Hertz is incident on a metal surface of work function 1.672 electron volt. So here you are required to calculate stopping potential. So first, if I take has given frequency of incident light, means nu he has given. So nu is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 15 Hertz. Work function of metal he has given phi naught 1.672 electron volt. You are required to find stopping potential. So stopping potential is nothing but it is maximum kinetic energy in electron volt. Means indirectly you are required to find Ke max in electron volt. So again you can tell me the steps which I am required to follow. Correct? First you are required to find energy of incident light. Then in second step find kinetic energy in electron volt. Third step, that is nothing but stopping potential. So first if I find energy of incident light, energy of incident photon. So I will have E is equal to h nu. So again h is 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34. Frequency 1.5 into 10 raised to 15. So multiply these two, you will have energy E. So use a calculator. So if you multiply, you will get 9.9375 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. But I need energy in electron volt. So in electron volt I will convert it. So in electron volt E is equal to 9.9375 into 10 raised to minus 19. So in electron volt means you are required to divide it by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So divide, you will get energy in electron volt. So if you divide it by 1.6, you will get 6.2109 in electron volt. So this is energy of incident photon. So in second step you will get maximum kinetic energy. So by Einstein's equation, K max is equal to E minus phi naught. E minus phi naught. So E is 6.2109 minus work function is 1.672. So subtract, you will get K in electron volt, that is 4.5389 electron volt. So whatever K you are getting in electron volt, that is nothing but stopping potential. So in third step, stopping potential. Vs, it is nothing but K max in electron volt. So K max in electron volt is 4.5389. Same value, but units will be volt for potential. So this is 4.5389 volts is the stopping potential.